It's loading. And
Yes.
we are live.
Yes, we are live with Thursday once again. We come a little bit late today, but we are here.
Yep.
Nothing could stop us. Just the two of us today, but
Yeah.
we know our squad is in the background cheering us on. So, guys, how are you? How is your Thursday going? How is your week going? It's been some time since I showed my face here. That's why I'm going to bubble them more. I have
Right?
a lot to tell you from the weeks I've been away. And thank you for keeping here. Thank you for always coming on here. I hope you're watching, you're learning, you're being entertained, and eventually you are going to join our journey because we're here to inspire you, educate you, and also entertain you when we can. So, Charlotte, how have you been? Talk to our viewers and welcome them.
I know. Welcome, friends. We're so glad you're here. It's Thursday morning, and you know what that means. We Ugandan women that are doing crushing it in our online business space, in our online space, are always here. We just want to show up, empower, equip, inspire, and just share our journey, so you can find your story or your journey in our journey. And if you really get inspired, come and start your business as well. That's what we are here to do. If we can help one or two people, that our mission here is done. And so that's our goal. So join us every Thursday. And here we are, me and Essie. Essie, I actually don't have much to say. You have all the talking to do because you just get back from vacation. You're on fire. You got to go
Oh,
home. But the best part for me was to see your business continue to run while you were back
oh
home in
yes.
Uganda, getting
Oh
buyers,
yes.
getting business partners, signing contracts, and showing
Oh
up. And I was
yes.
like, man, that is a life. So, girl, the floor is yours today because I'm not gonna do any talking until I get home to on vacation. Okay?
Okay. So what an excuse. You're not going
I
to
know,
talk
right?
because you're So, guys, like Charlotte said, it's been October with plenty blessings. I first of all, before I moved to Uganda, I went to Uganda. By the way, we had a gather and grow, like a get together for business partners here in German. It was massive. I met my mentor for the first time. I met many of my mentees. We had a VIP dinner. We had cruise with limousine. It was just wonderful. We had people from all over the world. And then immediately after, I crossed over to go see my family back home, and it was massive. I've just been up and down, but the beauty in all this is the contracts were being signed, the bank account was filling up. And if you're here, you're watching us, you're an immigrant, an African immigrant, you know what it means to go back home.
Mm.
People at home, they see you, they see money. And you inside, deep inside you, you know that this money is not yours, but the credit card money.
Talk
But
about it.
all that changed ever since I started this digital business. Because you know what? My job stops. Like those days when I used to have multiple jobs, when you go home, you're not going to be paid for the side jobs. Sometimes you even lose them because no work has to be done and you're taking vacation. It is unacceptable. But this
Mm.
time around, my job stopped. I was not in German, but my business kept filling up. I saw my parents, I saw my siblings, I met a few friends, but in all this without any worry about, oh, what happens when I go back? Oh, I didn't have to check my credit balance. That's the beauty of this business. So today, that's where we are. The winter is coming. It's gay. It's getting gray and gray here in Germany. We already. By the way, here in Germany, it's 18 o'clock 34, like 6:34 in the evening, and it's already very dark outside because the winter is approaching. It's dark. It's
Mm.
cold, and you get that thought. Oh, what if I can stay at home and still earn? What if I
Mm.
can work from home? And this is exactly the opportunity that we are offering you. Like I always say, before starting this business, they say before COVID, I used to have 3 jobs. I had my teaching job taking me from Monday to Friday, 8 to around 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And after 3 p.m., I had to go for this extra job or two, sometimes in the night. And I had no way of staying at home. I missed my children. They were still little. I missed the comfort of my home, my sofa, the warmth at home. But today I can enjoy all that. I always tell you that when COVID hit, those side jobs deserted me. Like, I should say the jobs dropped me because I wasn't needed anymore. And I had to start home. We did home office. I was teaching from home, but of course that piece of paycheck was missing. And if you know, you know.
Right.
So after COVID, it was during towards the end of lockdown that I found this digital business, and ever since then I haven't gone back for any extra jobs. My early mornings, my nights, and my evenings, my weekends are spent at home around my children. I'm around my loved ones. I don't have to wake up in the night to go for anything. And I'm telling you, this is very fulfilling because you know what? It's my own. I don't have to report to anybody. When I'm sick, I will not work. And every time I put onto this business is my own, is for my children and life the jobs. So Charlotte, I know you're also at home. You cannot even imagine dropping your boys in some daycare very early in the morning, chilly mornings, and know what. You also tell us how was your life before you started the business actually?
Girl, yeah, no, I think my life was, I was constantly thinking, what is the plan B here, right? Because for me, I knew from the beginning that I just wanted to stay home with my three boys, raise them
Mhm.
myself, be a present mother, but without putting away my dreams. I am a dreamer and I've always dreamed since I was a little girl. So actually, when being able to stay home, I had to channel my mind and my energy to realize, oh man, after moving abroad, I realized, man, my kids need me more than anything. So if both of us are leaving the house, one is coming in and one is leaving, one is coming in, one is coming out, I was like, that's not going to build a home. And it's not going to be sustainable for me. And I'm not going to be happy in a foreign land living that kind of life. When I know me growing up, I had five different caretakers. An auntie was in the house, there was a maid, then mom walk came in whenever she did, and there were all the other people living in the house, and I knew how warm that
Some
was.
cousins come over in the holidays and all that.
Exactly. So I know how warm that was. And I'm like, now here raising a family with no help whatsoever, with no one, my kids deserted and feeling lonely. When I can do that, if I can do that, I think my goal will be accomplished and I'll be able to live a happier life abroad, honestly. And that has been such an eye opener and a goal that I've had, and to see myself live it has been such a blessing. But I would tell you, just living that dream hasn't been easy. I have had to try different things, but I have had to give myself chances, right? I've had to give myself a shot. And that's one thing we fail to do many times. We fail to give ourselves chances, chances to flourish, chances to try new things, chances to think outside the box, chances to learn new systems and whatever that may be learning for you, right? We get stuck in one thing and we think that's all we need to do. But that gave me an opportunity to be able to be home with my kids, to be home with them, to nurture them, to do while doing a business that I love as well. So if you're there and you feel stuck and you feel like there's no way out, we want to tell you there is a way out. There is a way out, but you need to take a chance on yourself. You need to come out of your comfort zone, and you need to be open to learning new skills. And that's where it all starts. That's what we did. That's what we did. Essie from all the way in Germany, from Uganda, like myself, we didn't know what our fate was. When when you come abroad, everyone expects you now to, be hustling, 5 jobs, make all that money, send back home, develop, grow. But is that the joy? Is that happiness? How does it leave you empty on the inside, right? The bank account is, even there may be money, but you can't even go and enjoy it. I mean, that's not the life I wanted. But now living the life that I want, nurturing my children, working from home, but still earning, that's the life we're inviting you to. Yeah. You're muted.
I got thinking because we know 100% that every mother, from the day you become a mother, maybe from the day you conceive, something changes. And the most important thing in your life is that baby you're still carrying in your womb or you brought to earth. But when we come abroad, people talk of cheyo, agenda kuba che. I hear many mothers saying, "Najja kola sente, leka nkole sente." But the fact is that leaves us very empty. And it's the source of all our unhappiness because you have your little child, you wake up very early in the morning, you carry your children when they're half asleep because you have to go to that job. At the end of the day, you earn 50 or 40% of what you earn is going to pay someone else who is taking care of your child. You're not satisfied how your child is taken care of. You don't know what they've eaten. You carry this guilt with you, and this is the first number one source of depression for immigrant mothers. You see, you say, "I am tired, I'm exhausted, I'm depressed." It is the mother instinct which is not satisfied, which pulls you down all the time because you're at work. Maybe you're taking care of kids or taking care of other people or taking care of other people's business, but you don't exactly know, where are my children? What are they eating? Are they okay? And at the end of the day, we decide we have to choose between raising a family and doing career.
And surviving.
And actually surviving, not even building career, because most of the time here abroad, we do things we don't even love. We do jobs we hate. But it's survival. But you were not made for survival, lady. You were, even fathers, we were not meant for survival. We can live in this abroad as normally as we would live back home. The internet has introduced so many opportunities, and the best so far is this one we are talking about. Because, you can work from anywhere. You can work from home. You can work while you travel. You can earn from anywhere. You don't have to compromise your schedule as a mother.
Right.
You're earning just besides the people you love the most. So we're calling upon mothers, immigrant mothers. I'm focusing on mothers because I know what they feel. I felt it. I've been there. And that is it. They're the people I know how they live. If you're there, you're struggling, you're tired, even your tired is tired.
Right?
Even your tired itself is tired. This is the chance. This is the opportunity which is going to give you freedom. I've seen mothers retiring from their careers, corporate jobs. I've seen mothers lifting their heads again because, as a mother, even if you choose your family, then you're not going to lift your head financially. We've seen mothers lifting their heads, bringing something on the table. Their families are thriving because the mother is both present physically and financially. We've seen people going to retire in their 30s, in their 40s. We are seeing people earning 5 figures, which your job is not going to give you. And let's talk about jobs. Today, I posted about my husband. I see my husband has been serving in the civil service for 25 years. And after the 25 years, they celebrate you, woohoo, 25 years of serving the government. And you get that beautiful certificate and and a little bonus paycheck. And I saw his paycheck, I laughed. I was like, really? For 25 years of serving the government, he got, was it 350 euros bonus check? And I was like, so for me, I started working in German when I was 35. And I'm not even a civil servant. I'm working for private persons. So I have to wait for that bonus check at 60 because it comes up like served in one company for 25 years. So for me, actually, I can't even think about it. But seriously, 25 years for 300 euros? Oh my God.
Right?
So those are jobs. And that those are the things which take most of our time, our jobs.
Right.
And I think about my job, I go to work, I work 8 hours a day. Those are 40 hours a week. And I've been doing that for the past almost 2 years. My salary, it has not changed. In any case, it went down. Yes, my salary took some time by going down because something changed in the tax system. We have to pay some more taxes for some things. And at the end of the day, you see your salary comes and it's less. I was like, now, wow, what's this? What kind of thing now is this? So
Right.
jobs take most of our time. They take most of our energy, but are they worth it? Of course, they are worth it. They pay our bills every month. They pay our bills every month, and we have to go back to jobs because if we don't go back, we shall not pay our bills for the coming month.
Right.
And there's a cycle you don't really want to live in. There is so much more to life. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Working to pay bills and sleep and go back to work to pay bills. So now over to you, Charlotte.
Yeah. Well, that's very well said. Very well said. The cycle is real. The cycle is real. However, there are people.
Actually, I call it a spiral.
A spiral, right? So there are people who really delight in doing that, and we bless them, right? We are happy that they love what they do, but really thinking outside the box too, like Essie was saying, thinking about that retirement, realizing that there's more to life even after you retire. Actually, it feels like life just starts all over fresh. It's a new season. It's a new chapter for you. So how can we prepare for that season when it comes? How can we start preparing? I mean, I'm almost 40. And so to think that in the next so many years, I need to think outside the box for that time when it comes. And so starting a business like this one, that you're going to grow, and by your retirement, you're retired, that when the lot of paycheck is coming in, your retirement lot of paycheck you've worked for 30, 40 years for, imagine where your business would be. Imagine that, where your business would be. That little paycheck, you won't even be thinking about it. You won't probably even realize it came in because your business is going to be giving back more than ever. So saying to start is now is truly just the way to go. You got to start. You got to get started. Take that plan. Make that decision. I have been really encountering so many people through my ads that have come in. And the other day, someone came in and said, you know what? I went back home and I came back. I think he was from Sudan, and he was doing, what's going on in Sudan right now. He went to check on his family to make sure they're all right, to make sure they settle somewhere safe. And, he's already going through so much grief to do that. And he comes back and realizes his job is gone. He was working with Amazon and the job is gone. They tell him, no, we replaced you already, And the other day I was on the news, I think last night, they were showing, actually last night on the news, they were showing how many robots have replaced people in Amazon itself. They're the ones fulfilling orders and packages. So then I thought about him again. I'm like, could he have been replaced by a robot while he went home to see his family? And that really broke my heart, right? Because I was like, if this business can help me, because right now I don't have a job. I just went home for 2 weeks to see my family and to settle them after the war, with the war going on, and only to come back and I have no job, and that really broke my heart. And so thinking now and finding a way to supplement our income is just not, and it's just not a luxury, it's a necessity.
It isn't.
Yes.
Anything can happen to the job. And imagine that young man who went to resettle his family, and his family was looking up to him. He must have used all his savings,
right,
even credit card, to resettle his family, only to come back and the job has shifted. There's so many reasons jobs can shift. Jobs change, managements change, but our bodies also change. In 2021, I had a stable job. I was permanent. I was in a permanent job, a civil servant like my husband. I had no chances. Chances were low of me being laid off, but my body hated the job. My body said no. And, I had a choice either to leave and save my sanity or to stay in that job and survive. Survive both ways. Survive financially and survive health-wise and mentally.
Right.
So that time around, I left that job. and I didn't have any plan. It was hard. It was very hard. And when around the same time this business came around, I just knew that this is God like catching me.
Right.
Because the time around, I was so depressed, I was so burnt out, I didn't want to think about work at the moment. And
Right.
I have families to feed. I have a family
Right.
here, and I have a family back home. I have bills to pay. I needed money, but my health was like, no. Many people have lost their jobs, not because the jobs have disappeared, but their bodies people have fallen sick. Like, look at that young man who left his job to go to serve his family, and coming back, the job was shifted. So many things can happen, but if something happened to your job today, can you survive the next 2 months, or you're going to go to the streets? That's one thing I am so thankful for, that time when I felt at the edge of myself, I had to leave that job. God caught me, like catching you. And when I saw this business, I said, never again. And it has been a never again since then, since 2021. Today, if you told me your job is up, I say, yeah, I'll invest the 8 hours into my business. And if I'm earning what I'm earning from this business by investing 2 to 3 hours a day, what will happen if I put the 8 hours which I'm putting in my job?
Right.
So when we come here, we don't mean that jobs are bad. There are people who really love their jobs. Very few, I know. Very few people go to their jobs with happiness. Today, I should say I love my job. And I love it because it's not my job, but it's my work. I love the work of teaching. But if I was to survive on that, I don't think I would love it the way I love it now. But I don't think about the paycheck, because it's not my last resort.
Well-being.
So jobs change, whether you like it or not, either from your side or from the side of the jobs. And if you don't have a plan A today, don't risk. I was just lucky back then that when my job deserted me, I found this. And I'm holding on very tightly.
Right. That was good. And it was a perfect timing too. But you see that thing, you took action. Like, very many people find, because I meet people all the time who come in, they're interested in, they're like, but I have no capital, I have no job. Now here is an opportunity. Are you gonna take it, or are you gonna still procrastinate and still stay without a job and no business, and you're doing nothing for yourself, right? Because one of the things that I've encountered in our business is that most people, when they have taken up this business, there was a pain point. There was a reason as to why they needed change. And they knew they had to make a deliberate effort and do the hard, because we all know business is not for the faint-hearted. And sometimes it's not for everyone. But you must be open to doing something new about your situation. Otherwise, you're going to stay in the same cycle, like Essie was saying, a spiral going back and forth. You go back to school, you come back to jobs again, and you think that is going to upgrade you to a better status, a better feeling within, and you still feel empty because you are not living up to your purpose, or even though you're living to your purpose, it's burning you out and you are not living the life that you want. So
talk about the spiral of a job. You go back to school so that you can get that promotion, you get a loan and go back to school, come back, and that promotion is not even guaranteed, or it comes, but the increment on that promotion does not even service your school fees loan. And an increase at job means increase in hours of work also.
Right.
So the increase in your salary, much as you've gone to school for 2 years, also comes with more responsibility at work. Let's look at when I came to German, I found my husband had credits, like loans in the bank. And you know what they were for? All of them, 90% were car loans. Because you buy that car to be able to drive to job. And then you start paying off that car. Before you even pay off that car, you've driven enough kilometers to that job and back that you need a new car. And they rewrite the loan, and the spiral was real.
Mm.
And then I said, oh my God. So this is what's going to happen if I also take on a job. One time I had a job which required me to drive over 200 kilometers in a day. 200
Wow.
kilometers minimum. And
That's
which
great.
car is going to drive 200 kilometers a day for 1 year? And the mileage will be in the sky, and you just need to replace it.
Right.
Meanwhile, you've not yet paid it off. So that is another spiral. You go to work to buy a car, to fuel it, to go to work.
You're good. You wake up thinking about work, you're going to work.
And that job cannot really allows you to pay your car in cash.
Yeah.
You've been working 20 years, 10 years, but you need a new car, you still go for loan. If that job was really good, why haven't you saved the 40,000, the 50,000 and go to yourself and say, give me a new car, paid cash? So that's the pain of employment if you're doing employment alone.
Right.
That is the pain of the employment. Because you see, and people say, I have my job. And there is this category of people I've come across. They are really tired. Even they are tired, they're tired of that job. And they tell you, I will not have time to run this digital business. What do you say to those? I'm too busy. With what are you too busy?
What that you don't love, that is not giving you any life.
I'm too busy. See, my job is very stressful. And I've come across several people who came back, like even if it's a year later, they come back and say, you remember that job I told you was very stressful? I lost the job.
Oh man. Yes. And that's why we say supplement that income right away.
Yes.
Like when they tell me I have no time, I'm like, this just 1 hour a day in your time into your digital business, your digital business is running. I tell people that we don't crunch numbers. We're not sitting behind a computer all day crunching numbers, making losses and profits. That's not what we do. We don't do cryptocurrency here or any of that. Our business just needs an hour in a day for it to running on its own. Automation does a lot of a heavy lifting for us. Okay. So while Essie was in Uganda, automation was working, right?
Yes, I got 3 buyers. I conducted 4 strategy calls, and I signed 7 contracts. 7.
Look at that. While you're enjoying some much needed home time, right?
I came back here and I said I'm taking another week of leave. So that's why I've been at home. I will go back to work next month. Almost next month. Because I was like, what? I need time to absorb this.
Oh, no. Yes.
A strategy call is 35 to 45 minutes, and you should not do a strategy call if you're not a coach.
Exactly.
And I was signing contracts for people who are all over the world, and I was in my hotel in Uganda.
Right? Yeah. Right, and you are strategic too to make sure you have your Wi-Fi to work for you, right? In the hotel, because you don't want to compromise that your business is still going. But we know that the systems are back home have changed a lot too. That you could have a modem, you could be wherever you are, you can access internet, and your business is still running.
The thing is, it's all about money. So because of this business, when I used to go to Uganda before this, I would lodge at my sister's place or lodge at some cheap hotel. But this time around, my husband and I will go for the best hotel in the city. And of course, it has to have this Wi-Fi, this room service, this service, because I know I'm a business owner now. So I was at this hotel, and I just sat in those beautiful gardens, and there is Wi-Fi everywhere. I could conduct my calls smoothly.
Yes. So that is the goal. That is the goal, to be able to go on vacation, to be able to be with the loved ones, but still feel no stress, no pressure to come back, or no pressure to feel like you are missing out, or someone is going to fire you when you come back. Is my job still secure? All those fears and frustrations, honestly. So, and it all starts with making one simple decision to start now. To start your business now. That's the way to go. So It was so fun connecting on that, AC. I'll let you give the final remarks. We are almost at
Yes.
30 minutes, but this was such a fine
Okay.
chat.
Oh my
Talk
God, where did the time go? Now I wanted to talk to people who are working. You're
about-
working, you're tired, you don't see your life shifting, and you're looking for something. I know as immigrants we've tried out so many things. Many people have lost lots and lots of money. Investing back home, investing in this and investing in that. This is a business you're going to have at the palm of your hands. You're working, use that salary, invest, start your digital business and let it grow as you also still go to work. Like we said, we have the automated system. We have the training, which is on a platform which you access as long as you have your smart gadget and your internet connection. Most of us have data even at work. You do your training during the break. You do your training during lunch break. You do your training during commuting. So
Mm.
so if you're working and you feel like things are not shifting, this is the best time to start your business. Don't wait to suffer burnout, to be depressed. Don't wait to lose that job, because fact be said, a business needs capital. And the wisest people who have beat this employment world, they have used their salary to invest in something to call their own. And like I said, many immigrants, we have invested back home here and there, we've lost money. But here there
Mhm.
is chances of losing money are not even 0.01%, because you have everything in your control. The business is your name, the business is running on your smartphone, you carry it wherever you go to. No one is managing it for you. You don't have to coordinate product shipping, storing, logistics. You don't have to supervise employees like it's the case. Everything is in one box. So this is the best time for you to start. If you're thinking, I'm working day and night, but my life is not moving, I'm just salarying. Salary bills, salary bills, no savings, no time, no nothing. This is the best time for you to start. And before, of course, I go, I can't go without talking about the October promotion, guys. If you're
Yes.
watching us, there is no better time to start your digital business with us than this October. Our
Mhm.
mighty, able global company for this
Mhm.
October has given us a promotion where you start and you scale up 4 steps ahead. You scale up 4 steps right away. You stand a chance of already earning up to 4,000 USD or euros on your initial investment. That's a once in a blue moon kind of opportunity. People jumping on it and are still jumping on it. October is still young. We still have almost 8 days to go. Come and grab that chance. If you've been contemplating of starting, this is the best time to start your digital business. And go with the flow. Imagine investing and getting back that money right away. And that's how we work.
Mhm.
Invest and get back money. So, Charlotte, say the final word. Today is Thursday. Invite our viewers to watch our webinar, or
Right.
if they've watched, pay the 149. If you pay the 149, book that coaching call and let your coach take you through how to get the best out of this October promotion.
Yes. So, friends, you've had it. You've had it. We love to be able to share our story, our journey, and to encourage you and to inspire for you to see what's possible. So tonight is Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursday. We have our live webinar. We know that's the first step. Every single time you've come in and asked for more information, we take you to the webinar. You watch the webinar, hear success stories, hear people that have done this business, and learn more a little bit about it. Then come on the inside, get to know all the details of what companies we partner with, the products we work with, the compensation plan, which is generous, our community. You get to know all the details, but it starts with watching the webinar. So please tonight, reach out to any of us, watch the webinar. It's always going to be live on Thursdays. I know you, if you've already opted in with any of us, you already get an email about that. So watch the webinar and come in, pay $149, get started. No more procrastination. The winter, what do you call them? Fall blues. Blues are here. We're all dreaming and planning for 2026. And the best time to start is now, so that you set yourself up for success for 2026. Yeah, so thank you, friends, for joining us. We'll see you again next Thursday, and take action now.
Yes, do take action now so that by spring next year, you're enjoying.
Right? Exactly.
Winter is actually the time to create.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
everyone.
So fun, Essie, and so good to have you back, because you know we missed you so much.
Thank you. I'm also happy to be back home.
I know. Yes. All right. Have a beautiful day, guys. Enjoy your Thursday and a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.